Workplace safety, including fire safety, hazardous communication, body mechanics, accidents, and violence. Objective, describe the importance of workplace safety, recognize potential hazards in residential, home, and community settings, and maintain a safe work environment by preventing accidents. Hazard in the workplace, fire safety, responding quickly, effectively, and safely to fire or potential fire is critical. Always call 911. Fire can intensify in as little as 3 to 4 minutes. Fire safety, for your safety as well as the safety of others. Know the location of all exits. Ensure that you can always get to and through exits. Know the location of all fire alarm pull stations. Communicate clearly to fire personnel the location of the fire, trapped or unaccounted for persons, and any possible hazards nearby. Store chemicals, compressed gases, etc. Know where to meet after evacuation. Fire safety race. Rescue, remove yourself, rescue others only if safe to do so. Activate alarm. The alarm to notify others of danger. Confine or contain yourself by closing the door to help slow the spread of the fire. Extinguish, evacuate if safe to do so. If you cannot safely extinguish the fire, wait for the fire department's arrival. Pass, pull the pin on the extinguisher. Aim the hose at the base of the fire. Squeeze, you squeeze the extinguisher trigger and sweep across the base of the fire from side to side. If an individual's clothing is on fire, you should use a blanket or a sheet to smother the flames while protecting their airway. Never use an elevator in case of a fire. Emergency preparedness. Individuals in your care may be unable to care for themselves. They depend on you to protect or advise them during emergencies such as floods, power outages, bomb threats, or other emergencies. When working in an individual's home, you should always ask about the blocked exits. Necessities that you should store in case of an emergency. Food and water. 3-4 day supply of food, water, and essential items in a secure waterproof container, and know how to evacuate the building or home, where safe meeting places, shelters, or operational healthcare centers are located, and how you and those in your care will reach shelters. Hazardous communication. Manufacturers are required to provide labels for all hazardous materials. Read container labels for important safety information. OSHA requires chemical manufacturers to supply safety data sheets to all product users. Your employer must provide employees with an SDS for every hazardous chemical your workplace uses. When encountering a distinct odor and bottle with liquid spilled onto the floor, you should read the label on the bottle to see what the liquid is so you can follow up with its data sheet and ensure safety. SDS and product label include information such as the chemical name, the manufacturer contact information, and proper storage. The SDS includes measures to protect yourself from exposure and procedure to follow if you are exposed, as well as key information specific to that chemical regarding cleanup, disposal, and firefighting. Chemical safety is important for all employees. Back injury prevention and transfers. Healthcare workers are at twice the risk of job-related injuries. Practice good body mechanics, such as having good posture, makes injuries less likely. Maintaining overall muscle tone, strength, and flexibility supports the spinal muscles, making injuries less likely. Good posture is important when sitting or standing. Take frequent stretches, breaks at work. Use equipment such as lifts and slide boards. Be prepared. Think before you lift. Ask for help. Keeping your chin up. It helps your body stay aligned during lifting. Keep your back straight and maintain your back natural arch when you lift. Never twist. Pivot your feet, not your waist. Spread your feet apart. Placing them shoulder width apart with one foot slightly in front of the other keeps you stable. Back injury prevention continued. Bend your knees when you lift, which lets your large muscles of your hips and legs do the lifting. Hold the object close to your body. Exhale as you lift. Use these assistive devices such as the gait belts, transfer boards, slide sheets, lift chairs, and Hoyers. Know your residents' needs and abilities before lifting, including level of assistance, individual's height and weight, ability to understand and willingness to cooperate with you, and medical conditions that may influence the lift. Slips, trips, and falls. Common cause of workplace injuries, but can be avoided by recognizing safety hazards by keeping your walkways well lit and clutter-free. Clean up water and other slipping hazards from walkway immediately. Use signs or cones to indicate a hazardous area. Wear shoes with slip-resistant soles. Watch where you step. Use handrails on stairs. Report unsafe situations, loose tiles, etc. to supervisor. If you drop it, pick it up. If you didn't drop it, pick it up. Wipe it up if you spilled it. Wipe it up if you didn't spill it. Watch where you are going. Falling is not a fact of life. We can prevent injury. Workplace violence ranges from offensive or threatening language to physical assaults or even death. Report all real or suspected threats to your supervisor immediately. Signals for potential violence: angry comments, name calling, cursing, verbal threats of harm, irritability or irrational behavior, threatening behavior, body language such as threatening gestures, signs of drug or alcohol use, a weapon. Diffuse anger by presenting a calm, caring attitude. Don't give orders. Acknowledge the person's feelings. If you find yourself in a workplace violence situation, stay calm and remove yourself from the situation as soon as possible. Call 911. Do not let your escape path become blocked, and report the incident to your supervisor from a safe location.